To invite lust is to invite devil in your life. And I'm not talking about the kind of lust that is used to reproduce and create another human. That is temporary and necessary for our survival. I'm talking about the kind of lust that is not used for procreation, but rather it's used for self pleasuring. That right there, that's the devil's trick. The devil is wanting your energy, wanting to take your energy. Every time you indulge in lust, you lose your energy. You give a part of yourself to the devil. When you keep losing your energy, when you keep losing your life force, you will look dull. You will look lifeless because you have given your life energy to the devil. If you want to put it like that, or if you can just put it like you've just wasted your life energy. So think of it as a chamber that is full, but when you're indulging in lust, your chamber has holes and the water is leaking from there, and there are so many goblins trying to drink that water. That's what happens when you indulge in lust. Firstly, you are leaking, and your energy is not just going in the abyss. The negative entities are taking that energy. They are feeding from your energy. If you know that, the succubus and all of that stuff, they are feeding from your energy. So you have to become conscious that how you use your energy. Right now you're unconscious and you're giving your energy away. How do you know that you're giving your energy away? Every time you indulge in lust, you feel drained. You feel like you have no motivation, you have no inspiration to live. You just want to lie down on bed all day, on couch all day. That's how you know that you're doing something that's draining you. And for most of you, it's lust. It's indulging in lust. And when I say that lust is demonic, I'm not saying that having intercourse is demonic. You can still get intimate with your woman as much as you want, given that your intentions are of love and you're not this thirsty goblin trying to get a hit. That will only happen if you really, really love her. So we'll get to that love making part later, but you get the point. How does it feel when you're indulging in lust? Does it feel controlling? Does it feel like it's controlling you? Does it feel like it's hijacking your thinking? Does it feel like it's making the decisions for you? Or does it feel freeing? I'm pretty sure most of you will say that the latter is not the case. And if you don't think that way, then I will just say that you're completely brutally handcuffed by lust if you think that it frees you, because it only binds you. It only leaves you wanting more. How the hell are you free then if you are not satisfied and you're addicted to that thing? You always want more. It never satisfies you. You always want more though. So you are quote unquote bound, but whatever the word is, you're bound to lust. You're bound to indulge in lust. You have created a bond with it. You have created an addiction with it. Critical thinking, decision making, and basically it's responsible for your consciousness. The more you indulge in lust, the more you weaken your prefrontal cortex. So the more dull your life experience becomes, because if you are conscious, only then your life experience can be of high quality. If you are just controlled by something else that's outside of you, you are just like a dog who's wagging its tail when it's shown a biscuit. You're not in control. You're basically a dog if you are addicted to lust. People destroy years of relationships due to lust. And you're telling me it's not devil's work. See, here's the thing. Lust had its purpose for reproduction, but now we are conscious human beings. We can reproduce without indulging in lust. We can reproduce through love. But the devil notices that humans are humans are unable to control this feeling of lust. So that's where it starts to hold up, I'm sweating. So that's where they started to use lust against us so that humans stay in low vibration forever, and so they can feed on us. Because when we are in a low vibrational state, when we are wasting our energy, when we are draining our life force, where is it going? It's they are feeding from us. The energy that you're wasting, I would like to say it again, the energy that you're wasting, the entities, the negative entities, lower vibrational entities, they are feeding from that energy, because energy has to go somewhere. Since you're draining it, it will go to them. You can still get intimate with a woman, but and it can be spiritual when your intentions are to connect with her, when your intentions are to cherish her, to love her, instead of being this goblin creature that wants the hit of lust. If that's you, you are forever going to be drained if you don't change yourself. Stop being a hungry, degenerate goblin. Be a man who is fulfilled within himself, who is not seeking such low grade pleasures. And hear me out. Making love is far more superior and far more satisfying than plain old fucking, because that leaves you empty. That never feels satisfying. That you just feel this strong urge, and then you ejaculate, and then you're just done. You want more. You're never satisfied. You're never content. You're never peaceful with that feeling. So making love is a far more superior and far more better version of intercourse. So yeah, that's all I will say today. Have an awesome day.